time, believe me, there's a much bigger threat to the men in blue. That's him! Kill the bastard with the video camera!
It is your favorite auditor, Audit Them, the one who encourages you to audit them. About 15 days ago, I submitted FOIA request at this regional location, Department of Finance. I chose to pick up records in person. I am back to see if the records are ready for pickup. So let's see how this goes.
So you recording?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
You cannot record in here, sir.
Huh?
You cannot record in here, sir. You cannot record in here, sir.
Shut it off?
Yes, please.
Hi, ma'am. I have to pick up some FOIA requests. I'm picking up FOIA requests. My code number is 2323. What's your name? Say that again. No, I submitted a FOIA request about 15 days ago. I'm here to pick up the records. Yeah, they do. Yep. The other lady that was by the counter here. Well, you could call your FOIA officer and verify because it's supposed to be ready. I was told it's ready today. I did not include that. I included a code number. No, I included a code number for pickup.
I remember him. He came here, but he was told he had to go somewhere else for it because that doesn't happen here. You don't get the FOIA stuff here. You got to go somewhere else for that. It's not here. Again, you cannot record, sir. That is an illegal thing you can do. You cannot record without somebody's permission in the state of Illinois. Sir.
Say that again.
Can you please cut off your camera?
I could record in here. I'm going to say it one time.
Because there's an illegal thing to do in the state of Illinois. It is actually printed. If you go look up the laws of Illinois, you cannot legally record someone without permission.
I'm not interested in talking to you.
That's
I can record.
Understandable, sir, but you cannot record, and it's my job to tell you that you cannot record in here, sir. So if you do not comply, I'm going to have to put you out.
Call the police. You're not going to put hands on me.
That is fine.
By the end of it, you're going to know you could record in here.
Record in here, sir.
Hello? No, I did not include an email, ma'am. I specifically indicated on there that I will pick up the records in person.
And you came up here before.
Sure.
As a matter of fact, I was in his last video.
Come again? In person, I am permitted under the Freedom of Information Law to submit FOIA requests in person under Section 3C. I clearly specified on the FOIA request that I will pick up the records in person, as I am allowed to. What's your name? Yep, that's yours. The police is just going to come and tell you you could record in here.
No, they're not. This is a city building. What are you talking about? It's illegal to record anyone without permission. Anyone can tell you that.
You're good. You're just good at escalating things.
Fine, that's fine. I appreciate it.
I'm
I
not
was in your
interested.
last video, and you recorded me without my permission. So I could sue you. I could take you to court for that.
Sir, please don't harass me.
I'm not harassing you at all. I'm doing my job, sir.
Hello?
You're recording. You're
Go
not
call the
supposed to
police.
record.
Go call the
Again,
police.
You're not supposed to record.
Yeah.
He's recording.
I'm not interested in talking to you. Hello?
For a FOIA request. He came up here last
Yes, ma'am.
time and talked to somebody else, and they told him he doesn't get it here. He goes somewhere else to get it.
No, I requested a FOIA. I'm here to pick it up in person.
This man, no, Tatiana. This man.
Yeah, what's your name?
This man makes a living going to city buildings.
Okay,
and
ma'am,
trying to record.
I can't hear you. The security guard keeps talking over me. What's your name? Della? No, it's supposed to be ready. It's been past 10 days already, past the 5-day, and I'm here to pick up the records in person. No, nobody called, but it does say under the law that I am able to pick it up from this agency here, according to Section 3C. Yes, at this location.
This is what
Yeah, I'm here.
He has a whole YouTube channel dedicated to this. There's actually people looking for
Yes.
him to stop him from doing this. No, somebody came up here and told me I was in this video. I didn't give them my permission to put me in the video.
Okay, well, ma'am, I am here to pick up the records. If they could fax over the records here and you get the number. Are you the current acting FOIA officer? Can you confirm that you do have the records at Sedgwick? My records are contracts of the administrative officers here at this. It's under a generated code that I created, 2323F. I did not include a name. It's not required. I just told you what it's for. It's for the contracts between the administrative officers and the city of Chicago.
Nothing.
This.
He's gone to like
2323F.
far in the city of Chicago. And or stop, like where police are, he'll go over there and report them. This dude hangs around, moves around, and personally goes to city places to report.
No, you gotta come on, man.
He literally has a whole YouTube channel called Audit Them. And he's still recording. And it makes me upset because it's like, don't nobody really care.
About 15 days ago,
He did come up here.
an exact date I do not have on hand now, but I could tell you the description.
When she was gone.
What's the other lady's name that was here?
That I honestly forget.
Okay, ma'am, the records are about the contracts between the administrative officers.
No, she wasn't here. It was another lady that was up here. The other lady that was up here. Yeah, her. Yeah. Oh, man.
Administrative hearing officers in the city of Chicago.
So now do I have to call 911? I really have to.
Why is he on the phone? Who gave you the phone?
Him, her. He's literally
Sir, what are you trying to do?
I'm not interested in talking to you.
All right, so you got to go.
Call the police.
You got to go.
So you're gonna escalate.
You on the phone?
I'm on the phone.
He's on the phone with the FOIA people.
Call the police.
This man wants to call
These people here are intimidating me, ma'am.
I really don't want to have to do an instant report. That made my whole day more difficult.
Right, again, ma'am, under section 3C specifies upon
She calling the police?
Okay, this specifies, ma'am, the public body, upon receiving a FOIA request, the public body shall forward it over immediately to its FOIA officer. No, ma'am. This is my second time picking up records. I picked them up here in the past. At this location, I picked up my first records. Now I'm coming to pick up my second. They had the first ones. Yes, at this location, I have it on video. I picked up my first records over here about a year and a half ago. And now I'm here to pick up my additional records. Okay, well, that's why I'm waiting for you to fax them over here, ma'am, because the Sedgwick is out of my way. Okay, I'm going to be filing another FOIA, additional FOIA now. The lady just called the police. The police is going to come inform these thugs, security guards, that members can film in here, so that will shut them up. Yep.
You're escalating.
Because these employees are just, these security guard thugs just like to escalate things.
We are definitely escalating the situation.
Instead of honoring people's respect and public trust.
Report in here is what I'm asking you. I kindly ask you not to report.
So, ma'am, again, could you fax over the records to this location while I wait here?
He has a YouTube channel. He does this all the time.
Ma'am, did you call the police? Okay. What's your name? Alita? Hello? Hello?
What are you gonna do?
Call the police, sir.
I'm not talking to you.
Hello? Okay, I think the lady's on hold, ma'am. I'm going to file additional request here.
Hello, this is Officer Ragland in the city of Chicago on 4,445 North Pulaski Finance Center. And there's a gentleman here recording illegally. And we asked him to please leave because he will not stop recording. He's recording without permission.
I'm always scared coming in here knowing that I'm people.
Yes, 4,445 North Pulaski.
It's 44 or 48.
Oh, hell, I was looking at work, that'll be more money, you know what I'm saying? So I'd rather do
He's inside the building right now recording.
Did you say I had a marker?
I'm not sure. I believe he's the same. He has on a blue, white, black Adidas hoodie, gray pants, white shoes. Nope. Nope. 815-508-95. Yeah. Hi, fans.
I'm with you.
I don't know, it's been on. He's already been recording illegal. This is the second time. You say that no, you can't record nobody without their permission.
That way I ain't gonna.
This guy just called the police here.
Yes, sir.
They're going to come inform him
They're not going to inform them.
that members of the public can film in here.
That is fine. I don't believe which one of them. Tell your YouTube fans I said hello.
Don't put me on that camera game.
Tell your YouTube fans I said hello. On the
They only mail me this, but no birthday.
yeah, this guy that goes around does it the most.
But I already paid 7 times. It's like, no, they wasn't. I worked. And I called Fortune.
Let me pause this for a minute. Would you at least acknowledge when the police tell you that they could film that you were wrong?
Don't keep talking to them. Just waiting for the police.
Well, unfortunately, these are the people they hire as security. This is happening all throughout the This is happening throughout the government of the United States. They hire these ignorant employees who ignore to study the actual law, and they ignore to study the law and actually spew things they're unsure of. Police officer is going to inform them this is a public body. We have the right to record public employees in the official course of their duties. This is going on everywhere. I don't know where they get these employees from. We're going to look into their job descriptions. We're going to talk to their higher-ups because they try to escalate things. I'm here for official business, obtaining contracts between these administrative officers and the city of Chicago, which they should respect that because I'm putting in work for the actual people, the hardworking people. And what they try to do is they try to escalate things and just come up with all types of imaginary things that they believe is going on. For themselves, they don't believe they have freedom, so they try to derail on others and infringe on others' rights. But everything is on film. He believes, he thinks he knows who I am. He's sitting there making all type of assumptions that I'm here for a specific purpose, just to record. No, I have to guarantee my interaction, and that's why I film. And in the end, they would be informed that members of the public do have a right to film in here. They could never get me to say something. Well, we'll just wait for the police to get here, since the man did call the police. And then that thug security guard by the door, now he's riling up the customers.
Okay. Thank you very much. Number one? Okay. Appreciate you. Thank you.
So this man came in here and I asked him that he's not supposed to record anything. You're not supposed to record anything in here.
Okay.
Can't record. He's still recording as we speak. His phone is on recording as well as that little camera.
Well, just so you know, we're recording also.
All right. That's fine. You guys.
Yeah.
Him.
Okay.
He asked him to cut it off his camera. He can't record it. He cut it off and then proceeded to walk past and cut it right back on.
Gotcha. Okay, so is there a reason why you're not complying with their wishes?
May I know what your unique identifier is, sir?
My unique identifier?
Yep.
I am Officer Clancy, Chicago Police Department.
Star number?
14381.
Take a digital image of that. You are filming now?
Yes.
Are you allowed to film and I'm not?
Yes.
I'm not allowed to film in here?
Is this a place of business?
This is a place of city business, yes.
City business.
As
Okay,
far
and
as
it is
people-
general policy that you're not allowed to film inside of it?
Sir,
Where-
they can't record.
Where's the policy?
We could escort them out the door.
Yep.
Okay.
Our
And
job.
we asked them to leave the premises, he still didn't do that.
Gotcha.
Officer, this is what I'd like you to do here. I'd like you to inform them this is a public body. Open the subject public disclosure. I have the right to record public employees in the official course of their duties. I'm filing freedom of information requests, and I have the right to record in here. If you inform them, member of the public, the only way they could trespass me out of here if I have committed a crime. Currently, I'm recording. Members of the public have a right to do so. These employees start escalating things and saying things that are uncalled for, trying to stir things up.
Do you have a copy of the policy that says no one's allowed to record?
We're going to wait on that policy, and then I'm going to have a copy of that, and I'm going to show you that it does not apply to this event before we escalate things to...
We're not escalating anything.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Right.
If they have that policy, I'd ask that you respect it. But we want to make sure that they do have that policy.
Well, we're going to look over the policy first, and then I'm going to show you that it does not apply. So are you saying personally, you're a field training officer, Clancy, are you personally saying that this public body here, Department of Finance, members of public cannot film in here? Is that what you're saying?
No. What I'm saying is that according to Illinois state law, you are allowed to film in public places.
Right.
But this is not a public place.
Of course this is a public place. Are you saying this is private?
It's a publicly owned place of business.
This is a public body, sir. According to 5 ILCS 140, subsection 3C, this is a public body.
Okay. Can I ask you a question?
I'm listening.
Why are you recording in here?
I'm recording so I could guarantee my transaction, my visit here. This is a receipt of my visit here. I am monitoring government to ensure it is being conducted in the public interest.
Wouldn't they give you a receipt for whatever you're doing?
This is my receipt here, my camera, my
So you don't
footage.
trust the paper?
Say that again?
You don't trust the paper that they would
What
give
paper are you referring to?
you? I don't know what you're here for, so I'm just
Okay.
guessing that you're here to
We'll
get
go ahead and review that policy. I'm waiting for them to fax it over, ma'am.
Okay.
Of course they do. That's part of the job.
Okay. Well, my question to you is there a policy that people are not allowed to
Supervisor said you gotta have
a policy that people aren't allowed to record?
She's getting the director, she's calling the director.
Right.
Essentially,
Because this is a public place, or technically a public place of business, that's what I'm looking for.
just honor your oath, officer. Honor your oath.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So you're saying he can't get it with his own debt. Gotcha. Okay. You know where he has to go?
That's hearsay. I have the law here. You're talking opinions, and I have the law in my clipboard.
Where he has to go to get that FOIA?
I have the law in my clipboard. She's telling you opinions. I don't want to hear that.
Everybody did. He came up here. You can actually go to his YouTube channel. It's called Art. He was up here like probably, I forget when he was up here, but he was up here a while back. He talked to another person that was up here, and they said that you're nuts. You can't get that.
You're talking hearsay?
Right. And it's literally a video on YouTube. You can literally look at it. I'm just standing right here.
So what they're telling me is that you came here for a FOIA request, correct?
I'm here now to submit an additional FOIA request,
FOIA request, right.
which
And do you guys
under
take
Section 3C.
requests, or do you just not give that information?
Sir, that's a security guard. You're talking to the wrong person. Security guard cannot fulfill FOIA.
I understand that, but he
Okay.
might know the policy of this
He does not know the policy of FOIA.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you gonna submit your paperwork?
Yes, I am.
All right. So what is the problem?
The problem is they believe I'm unable to film in here. If you honor your oath and you inform them that members of the public have the right to film in this public body, that'll be done and over with. I'm not causing a scene or...
So unless you guys can provide me that information, if we can get that, then I can do something. Otherwise, he can.
Otherwise, he can film. That is right.
Yeah, but it's also, and I'm going to suggest that if for some reason you do have that policy, that you post it on the front of the
The policy is unconstitutional. It'll never stand.
Well, I'm just gonna
I do appreciate that you're keeping the peace and you did inform them that members of the public have the right to film in here, because now they feel the way they feel that they know that they said something not to be found true.
We'll see what their policy says.
I'm glad you officers did not escalate anything either. I would have called a superior here immediately. Yeah. Right. And I'm always professional, and I always record because it shows my purpose, which is one of my purposes is here to document. Okay? That's what I'm doing according to the law here, sir. First two paragraphs of the FOIA Act specifies it's our duty to monitor government to ensure it is being conducted in the public interest. When these thug security guards come in front of my face and try to escalate things and telling me he wants to put hands on the guy over there at the door, that's all on video. And I put my hand in front of them like this, and I told them, I'm not interested in talking to you, because all these security guards know how to do is from 10 minutes I've been here, escalate things. Not interested in talking to you. It's that simple. And I'm wanting to get the contracts between these administrative officers to begin with. That's one of my FOIA requests.
What they are telling me is that yes. Okay. Go ahead.
You can't have anything faxed over there. It doesn't even have the fax number when the boss just drove it.
Oh, I understand that. I think he understands that he can file a request, but he can't get the actual information.
But he's not listening.
Well, no.
No.
The reason we're here is because you guys apparently have a policy against filming. So we just want to make sure that policy is either written or exists, and if it does, then we can work something out.
How do you feel now knowing that we could record in here?
Do you have a policy that says people can't film?
My boss called me.
Okay, yeah, if I can see documentation to that, which may or may not exist, we can work something out. Otherwise, if it doesn't exist, he's allowed to film. Okay?
I just like to inform you, ma'am.
I don't care about that. I
Yeah.
want to leave.
Okay.
You can't have me leave, ma'am. I'm here. I'm an abiding citizen. Complaints will be filed against you. You can't have me leave.
Well, he hasn't filed his request yet, right?
No, not yet. I'm in the process of doing that.
He can do that here, correct?
Of course I
Or
can.
you can't.
You're
can't
saying an
request-
opinion and I have the law.
Oh, you guys don't take FOIA requests?
Of course they do.
Like I said,
Oh, I thought you said you took them, but you don't release them.
My man.
They give you the information where you can fill it out.
Right.
They can fax it over, but you don't come pick it up here. What I'm trying to tell
Well, they're
you.
going to fax over this form now
You don't pick
when
it
I
up.
filed
You're
it.
supposed to go somewhere else. She even told him that on the phone. She said
So,
he has to
so
go
you
to
can do a
Saturday.
FOIA request from anywhere? You just fax it in? Or?
So you're talking to the wrong guy. This is a security guard. He does not know about
I'm trying to
FOIA.
understand, because everyone's giving me different.
Okay, well, you want
Because I've never
opinions
done
or you
FOIA
want the
before.
law, sir? Here is the law, Freedom of Information
I
Law.
understand that.
I will show you the statute.
Okay, I'm sorry. So I just came from the back. I didn't know what is he trying to record.
He's just recording for his own purposes.
So for our safety, you can't record us. We are dealing with money and cash on there, and then these are judges. These are lawyers. You cannot record them.
Could be recorded in this public body. I'm going to say that one time.
Okay, so Alita, you need to call your supervisor and ask for the policy.
See, they come up with things they're unsure of. Yeah.
Anywhere you go,
Are you?
or people can.
You're unsure of that,
Can I ask
Monique.
you a question that's not
Yes.
related to recording?
Yes.
Can you submit a FOIA request here?
No, he has to go to City Hall. If he walks
Okay,
in
City
City
Hall.
Hall with a camera, the police will immediately.
All right, so we're, let's not talk about the cameras all right now. Let's just say you're here to submit a FOIA request, correct?
That is correct.
All right, so they're telling me that they don't even do that here.
Of course they do. I have the law in my hand and I'm gathering the statute for you right now.
Okay.
A public body upon receiving a FOIA request shall immediately forward it over to its FOIA officer, whether that means electronic, via email, or fax. That means I could submit a FOIA request at any public body and they have a duty to forward it over to its FOIA officer. FOIA officer then receives and gathers the records for dissemination.
Okay.
So yeah, what they're telling you is just,
no. What you're telling me is that you want to put the onus on them to put the request in.
well, that's what the state statute
Right. Now,
guarantees.
If
Yep.
you really want to guarantee you get the information, I would just go straight to City Hall, because
Sir,
what's to say that
sir.
what's to say that you do put the info in here and they just either get it or drop it or whatever.
Well, we got to take it step by step, and I do have the right to submit my FOIA request at this time here, and they have a duty to forward it over to its Freedom of Information
They're
officer
informing me
immediately.
that they don't do that here.
I'm going to show you the state statute.
No, you can show
Yeah.
me whatever piece of paper you want, but
Right.
every employee here is saying they don't take FOIA requests.
It's not up to a security guard or an unidentified job title. It's not up to them. I will submit my FOIA request here, just like I did the past 2 times, and I received copies the past 2 times at this
You
location.
have submitted previous FOIA
Of course I
requests?
did. About a year and a half ago, and about 15 days ago.
Okay.
A different lady. It was a different lady from
Is
the...
it possible that they've updated their policy since then?
This is a state law, sir. State law has not been updated since 2015.
Is
Lisa
it saying
Manigan.
that they have to do it from here?
Of course, upon
Show me
receiving...
where it says they
I got
have
you.
to do it from
I will.
here. Because it says, if it says they can, then it's their choice.
Well, I'm going to show you the statute now. Here it is. Like I said, it's section 3C. All requests for inspection. Yeah, of course. Can't record inside those court hearings, which I'm going to challenge that too, but I believe I can, because that's a quasi-judicial. Anyhow, to your point, sir, here, under section 5 ILCS 140, section 3C, all requests for inspection and copied received by a public body shall immediately be forwarded to its Freedom of Information officer or designee.
Okay.
You could take a copy of that if you like.
No,
Section 3C.
All requests for inspection of what?
Records, and copying of records received by a public body. Sir, I corrected over 50 FOIA officers of the Freedom of Information on more than 15 points. I corrected more than 4 or 5 Esquire's attorneys of the Freedom of Information Act. And it's all on video. Of course, I'd like to capture the incompetence of our staff too, because when I do become governor, we're going to do a total swap. We're going to replace employees.
I would just be careful of the hills you want to die on.
The hills, what's that?
Some people, you know, don't take kindly to being challenged so much.
Well, sir, this is the law, and everybody has to abide by the law. This is a public body. If you need me to define public body according to the Freedom of Information Act, it is listed in here as well. See, sir, how now you're notified members of the public have a right to record in here. So that means don't.
No, you can't record me without my consent. I don't consent to you recording me, so I would appreciate you the camera off.
Could record government employees in the official course of their duties.
If I just said I do not consent,
You were wrong the first time, you're wrong again.
sir, you cannot record me if I do not consent to you being recorded.
I am recording you. You are working for my finance department.
What you're saying is this man can come in here and record me even though I tell him I do not consent to him recording, correct?
See what he says.
Sir, it's not what he says, sir. It's the law.
Right, the law
Are
says
you
can't
under...
record me without
What law are
consent.
you referring to?
The state law.
Which one is it? What's the number?
What do you mean? That's everyone knows that freaking law.
Tell me what the law
You
is.
can't- You cannot legally record someone without consent.
Of course you
I do
can.
not consent to you.
We're in public. There's no expectation of privacy in public.
If you're in public, they can record you.
There you go.
Even if I say I do not consent to it.
Yes, they
Yes, now you're corrected on the second point.
Basically, he could record me even though I say I don't want him to record me.
Yes.
Because I feel
Because you are
uncomfortable.
technically in public space.
Because I don't, even though I don't want him to record me.
Yeah, unless you want to be a thug and you want to go hands-on like your intentions are.
If I wanted to go hands
About-
on, sir, you would already be hurt.
About
I'm not
8 years
Yeah,
ago,
and then there would be consequences to that.
About 8 years ago, that wasn't the case.
That's what
8 years
cowards
ago,
do, is bring violence.
And
They let
you said,
anyone.
I'm escalating. You're the one escalating this.
Sir, it's all on video.
I'm talking to the officer.
And you've been
I'm not
corrected
talking-
on both points now. For future reference when members come and record in here, as encouraged to.
I would highly suggest you probably just don't talk to him. Because
Sure.
it's just going to be aggravating.
That's all.
He's already aggravated everyone here because he's already stopped.
No. Just understand it's the right of the people. That's all. You just got to understand it's the right of the people.
While we deal with folks that
Hearsay.
you know,
Here's, I can show you your YouTube channel.
Hearsay.
I would just not worry about it.
Again, this man
We're
really
gonna
does
we're gonna
this.
work something out. To where
This
everyone's
is the second time he's coming here and reporting.
Imagine you respect others and you comprehend the law.
I think he was right about the 15 days ago.
Oh,
All they did was, I believe, they faxed something over. That's it.
Which
They
is a
can't
requirement.
do anything else.
From here, they fax something.
I think so. If they can't do anything, he had a handwritten thing.
Yes.
You're supposed to go to City Hall for all that.
No,
That's
not supposed to.
information that you have to get at City Hall.
Here's the law here versus your opinion. So let me go ahead and file this form here.
Anyway, you can shoot the FOIA request.
So what is a FOIA request exactly?
FOIA, sir, is the Freedom of Information Act. Have you heard that term before?
That's my first time
Okay.
hearing.
You're being trained as an officer?
Yeah, right now. I'm
Okay.
trained.
My man, I'd like to let you know, everything you do from your career moving forward, hopefully you're a great officer. I respect great officers. Hopefully you become sergeant and lieutenant. But everything you do working for the government is subject to public disclosure. In the near future,
Meaning, like it's anybody can know it. Like it's public information.
anybody could request everything that you do working for the government, working for the city of Chicago. God forbid you arrest 100 people in the next 10 years. Those 4 reports would be visible to the public.
I knew it was public information. I just didn't know it was called like a FOIA request.
Yes, sir. Let me see what they're talking about here. So, sir, here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to file this form, hand it to them, and I'll be all set for today. I will return in the next 15 days to see if this one would be fulfilled as well, without any harassment from these staff members. They now know that they can record in
You
here.
can do that, but what I also will tell you is that their supervisor called and said that they are not going to send your FOIA request.
Well, I would have to contact Public Access Counselor in that regard. I have to take it step by step,
You'd have
yeah.
to take that step
As
by
of right now, what they're saying is they don't want to send the records that I submitted 15 days ago.
Well, all I know is that they're not going to send whatever it is you're going to hand in today.
Oh, no, I'm going to leave it on the counter. It's their
Okay,
duty to send it over.
That's
Yeah.
your prerogative. All I'm saying is that they have refused. They have refused you service at this time.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
and you're gonna have to take it up with the appropriate government
yeah.
bodies.
But like I said, my man, I'll file my FOIA. I'll leave it on the counter. Whether they want to do whatever with it, it's up to them.
Okay.
I have it on video that I
they
did
have 5
submit.
business days to respond.
Of course, yeah. To gather the records.
Yes.
My man, you did see the statute in your own eyes under 3C. Upon receiving public record request, the public body shall forward it over to its FOIA officer immediately.
And that's their prerogative.
Versus opinion.
Well, we
This
leave
is the
it
law.
in their hands if you leave it on the counter.
Sure,
All
sure.
I'm saying is that we're not responsible for it at that point.
And
Or you.
in the next 15 days, if they tell me no, at that time I know for a final confirmation, now I
Then
need
you
to
can
contact, escalate to public access counselor, yeah. But I will come back in the next 15 days still filming in here as well, just so these security guards know not to escalate and put on a
What I
show.
would do if I were you is before you come in here to do that, preemptively call the police and maybe have them escort you just so we don't have another incident.
No, the police will not escort. They don't get involved in that type of stuff
It
until.
was just a suggestion. I'm not
Sure.
telling you to do it. Okay? Just suggesting.
What I would
Keep the
do,
peace.
what I am going to do is I'm going to press charges immediately. If any of these guards put hands on, I will have them arrested on the
Okay,
spot.
that's your prerogative.
And I do have disorderly conduct code in my statutes as well. Disturbance is attached with disorderly
Well,
conduct.
if there is a crime committed, you can rest assured that we'll be
Sure, yeah. Just as long as this fella, I just wish that the members here would say, honor their trust, their public trust, and say, hey, you know what, I was wrong today, I'm sorry about that. Now I know members of the public can record in here. Just as long as they don't cause a disturbance, they're free to have free will to conduct their business. Yeah.
FOIA. All right, so the manager just got back. If you wanted to submit a FOIA request, that's the address you need to go to.
No, that's not the address. I'm able to do it in person under Section 3C.
Okay,
FOIA.
well, here, just take it anyway, and
I'm
if
not
you need to
interested in
deal with
that.
it later.
I'm not interested in that. Yeah.
245 West Washington.
My man. Again, guys, give me 15 minutes. I'll have this submitted, and I'll be all set for today. If you guys want to wait or not. That's it. Submit my form, put it on the counter. Ma'am, can I have a copy? If she says no, I'll just leave my original on the counter.
Okay, we'll just hang around till you guys.
It's up to you. It's up to you. Well, you know. What's your name, ma'am? Yep. Are you the supervisor acting here? Officer, worst case what they do is they put the records inside of a tall yellow envelope and they forward over those with the stamp to this location to make it easier for the member of the public to come and pick up the records.
Easy for us to do anything.
Well, it's according to the law. It's according to the law.
Yeah, but who follows the law to the letter?
Well, that's what I'm here to confirm. When I do become governor, it's going to be a complete swap.
There you go.
Replace of employees. Let me fill this out.
Business transactions between the city and government.
Let's go over this with the young lady here, maybe on your cam.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am. This is my request here. All contracts between all administrative hearing officers and the city of Chicago. I want to pick up these records at Pulaski location. I ask that you send an envelope with these records. The first 50 pages are free. My generated code, not a name, but a generated code is 2323F. I simply just ask that you forward this over as you are required to under Section 3C to your FOIA officer. FOIA officer would put these records in an envelope and mail it out to this location, ready for pickup.
And you should go somewhere and fax it yourself.
It's a requirement of the public body to fax it over, to forward it over according to 3C. As the officer clearly did read the code, all requests for inspection and copying received by a public body shall immediately be forwarded to its FOIA officer. Here's the code here from the state law, ma'am. I'm just asking you to comply with the law. Sure, if you mention to her Section 3C, she is a FOIA officer with a completed training certificate. She should be aware of that. What they do is they send it in an envelope, yellow envelope like one of those. Send it over here and tell the person to come pick it up. Yellow. Hi, ma'am. What is your name again? Deborah? Della, okay. Now, are you the designated FOIA officer or designee? Designated, okay, ma'am. You do have a completed training certificate under 5 ILCS section 3C specifies upon public body receiving a FOIA request, the public body shall immediately forward it to its FOIA officer or designee. So basically, they will fax it over to you from this location. I did put a note here that if you please put the records in a yellow envelope, put a stamp on it, send it to this location. I'll be back in the next 15 days to pick up those records, as the first 50 pages are free. No, I'm not using email. FOIA specifies that a member of public could do in-person requests. It's written down on paper. I want to get the first 50 pages free. No, I did it in writing. I did it in writing and I... No, not a form, a blank page. There's no standard form. A public body may not require a standard form for FOIA. You should know that. So how you get the FOIA, the young lady here would fax it over to your department, and you have a duty to put those records forward or over. Whoever it's assigned to, yes ma'am. Whatever FOIA officer it is assigned to.
No, it's not going to be recorded. We can give him an event number. Okay, just ask for it over the radio.
Okay. And then let me go ahead and take a picture of that public record there too. Yeah, I'm here, ma'am. No, I'm not including a phone, ma'am. I would grant you one extension. I will grant you one extension. However, like I said, I would come back to this location on Pulaski to pick up an envelope with the records in it.
The 5, it doesn't. I think the 5 will be good.
Sure, yes. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay, well, it is in the hands of the department, so we will wait for 5 days of compliance. Okay? Thank you.
So what you said?
FOIA officer did say they would receive it here. She's not guaranteed that she would be the assigned FOIA officer on this one, but they will receive it. I grant them one extension, and I did advise her to please put the request in a envelope. It's so easy for a member to come pick the stuff up. Okay. May I ask you what you gentlemen signed there?
He has to do an incident report.
His own incident. That's not a trespassing, is it?
No.
Okay.
It's just an incident report.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and request that too. Hopefully they mention on there that officers did inform them people could record in here.
Yeah, I'll make sure they understand that before we leave.
My man. And again, you're a deserved field training officer because you have the right attitude.
I tried to be.
Hopefully we get you in a white shirt sergeant.
I don't know if I'm smart enough for that.
Desk sergeant.
Get it? The bank deposit.
Okay, I'm waiting for the young lady to get back here and accept this FOIA form, and I'll be all set. I know these security guards are wasting you guys' resources. There's crime to be fought out there.
Give me a second. I want to make sure that everything's recorded because later on, somebody doesn't have it is making money.
That's what I would do next time when I do come to pick these up. I will be recording. If any of these employees put hands on, I'm calling the police immediately, pressing charges for arrest. As of right now, I'll just ask them a simple question. Are you willing to acknowledge that you were ill-informed that members of the public can record in here? Are you willing to apologize
so you know they may not want to answer you.
Right. If they don't, then I'll go ahead and if they confirm, yes, you were right about it, we're sorry, we behaved that way.
Well,
and
they could also just not have
decline.
Been told differently.
Right. But if they decline like that now, that gives me my steps that I would have to file internal complaints with security staff.
Okay, I mean, if that's the route you want to take, seems like an awful lot of work for very little payout.
Well, my man, it should never have to get to this stage. Ignorance of the law is not an excuse. When man ignores to see what the truth is, that people can record in here, this belongs to the residents of the city of Chicago that we elect the employees to administer.
It's on the
Should I go knock on the door and tell the lady I'm ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to get the hell out of here.
Yeah, I got you.
See that people could film in here. You should change your attitude and be more respectful. Thank you. That's right, man. Keep a positive energy, positive attitude.
Changes things, man. It changes
Positivity.
Wait a minute, sounds like something.
Yeah, sure.
things. This just changes things. People change.
Yeah, but the video never lies.
Sometimes we're stuck in this mode. You're like, hey, okay, anybody in there?
Right on, man. Right
Good luck,
on.
brother, with your problem, man.
Yeah, there's no issues here, as of right now.
The young lady over there.
So you see the administrative hearing officers. These administrative hearing officers here oversee millions of residents in the city of Chicago. This officer might receive a ticket for tinted windows or for whatever. His tail light is busted. So he's gonna end up, because he's not only he's a police officer, but on the side he's a resident. So when he's off clock, he would have a chance to contest the ticket. These officers are going to make the determination whether this man is going to pay that ticket or not. Now, the thing is that these administrative officers, they're third-party contractors. So I like to obtain those contracts and review those contracts and see exactly the duty. I'm not sure if they may be. I'm sure
that they would have to be to sign off on something.
Notary Republic, yeah. It's a possibility.
In which case you'd be able to FOIA.
Yeah, yeah. But the bottom line, essentially, I like to review those contracts and see if they do have the authority, yeah. Because, you know, in the court of law, they look for any discrepancies to throw cases out and stuff.
Yeah, well, yeah, the city also likes money.
Yeah.
You know, look at how we have to have city stickers. What do we get for it?
Sure, sure.
So I put down a ticket.
Well, that's why, my man, I like to investigate these things. I like to use the FOIA Act, which permits any member of the public to figure these things out.
You should be working towards getting the city audited. I think that would root out half the government employees.
And I love that you acknowledge that, man. I love that you acknowledge that. What department should be audited first? Comptroller? Finance?
I would just do budgeting.
Budget.
Thank you. Your bill?
Show how much is coming in.
Yeah, I usually write the ticket number.
Yep.
I think from there you
Appreciate it.
all the money, right? All the money.
Well, through FOIA, anybody has the ability to audit. Check finances.
Auditing a city is a feat unto itself.
They do have internal auditors, yeah. But maybe those internal auditors are getting paid under the table. Who knows? Imagine this didn't go this way. Sir, yep, you have the right to record in here. Just please try not to record any up on the counter. And, oh, yep, take your FOIA form. Have a nice day. Should never escalate this way.
I mean, it didn't necessarily escalate. It's just people working on for me.
Well,
We figured it out.
this might cost the City of Chicago Police Department $10,000 for this visit.
I don't know about that. But.
And I'm so sorry. I need a clear shot of that identifier. My man. Thank you, sir. What's odd is there's a branch of police in the state of Illinois that, according to their statutes, they have the right to tell members of the public a lie about their name. not CPD, a different branch. I'm not going to say what branch it is, but they are permitted by statute to give a false name. What's your title, ma'am? No.
He needs to drop off his paperwork, and he was waiting for the lady that was over here to do that. It's
FOIA.
a FOIA request.
You can't submit that. I gave you
Right, but we told him that he wants to leave it, and basically see what happens.
I just got off the phone with the FOIA officer, and I do have the state law here. What is your job title, ma'am?
He will have to go online to submit if he wants
Right.
to check anything
So-
online. Or
So the lady that was
that's why we cannot have
yeah,
it
so
recorded
she
this
works
side.
for a different department.
So that's something. So
we
that's,
gotta wait for that lady.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, so if he's not doing any business, we're asking that he leave the building because we are dealing with people who's vital.
I got you. Yeah, we're actually just waiting for her.
Okay, so let me
May
find
I-
To go
out.
elsewhere, or because someone said she was in the bathroom. But
But she's off. So let me find out.
Oh.
May I know what your job title is, ma'am? May I know what your job title is?
I am a supervising clerk for the finance department.
Supervising
sir.
clerk,
So
okay.
I will not be taking those papers. The only
Okay.
thing I can do on this side is take a payment.
Members of the public can record in here, and they have the right to record public employees in
Okay.
official course of their
Thank you,
duties.
sir.
Yep. You have a wonderful day.
Alita, what are you
You know, if the lady come back here and took the copy, then it'll be done and over with. She was sitting at her post. She got up and left. Now the post is abandoned.
well, she was saying that she's probably off.
What could have been a 4-minute interaction turned into 35 minutes.
Yeah, but you also have to realize, like, it's not every day someone comes in asking for this, so they're not exactly briefed on what to do during it.
Well, 4 people gave their opinion versus the actual law here from the state.
Well, yeah, we sorted through it. But,
Yeah.
you know, you have to understand, like, these people either weren't trained correctly or they just don't know. So you gotta give them a little leeway. You know?
Ignorance of the law is not an excuse.
Okay, so she's done for the day.
Oh, she's clocked out?
She's done. She's done at 4 o'clock. So I can't accept that.
Okay, so he's gonna have to come back?
Yes. and
No,
then-
like I said, I'll leave it on the counter. They decide what they want to
Then,
do with
hey,
it.
that's your
Do you have a
prerogative.
business card, ma'am? I'll leave it on the counter here.
I wouldn't advise you to leave because we have customers coming in. I wouldn't advise you to leave anything that's personal on the counter.
Could hand it with you.
I can't take that.
I'll go ahead and leave it on the counter.
Yeah, go ahead.
I have
It's
an
his
image of it as
But
well.
so can we do that so he can leave?
It's his prerogative, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we have to. do
Well, ma'am,
something.
the police is not escorting me out. I'm walking out on my free will. Okay.
That's fine by
Yeah.
me. Okay.
Okay.
So can we?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and leave it, and
Sure.
we're good to go.
And I'll take a digital image that I do got
Do
clear.
whatever you gotta do.
That I have.
Just don't step behind the desk.
No way.
Put info
Yeah.
back.
Never go under restricted. Just cross here real quick. Here's what I'll do, my man. Toss it on the keyboard here.
Sounds good.
All right. All set.
Alrighty.
All right.
Thank you.
After you, gentlemen.
Oh, we're gonna leave after you. We actually have to talk to him regarding the incident.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll wait here
Why?
because I like to leave last. I don't like to leave first.
Well, they want you to leave before we do. That's
Yeah,
what they
but
requested.
I'm not gonna have them think that you're escorting me out. So I'll leave
No,
after you
you're
guys leave.
leaving. We're not gonna leave with you. We have
Yeah.
to stay behind.
Right. Well, I gotta overlook one more thing then. So when you guys are done, I'll be.
close?
They are closed. The people that he's trying
Oh,
to
okay.
submit it to, they are closed for the day.
Okay.
But if he's just like filming you know, that's not to say there's something really down the road against the laws. That's still. That being said,
We're all set for today, gentlemen. Before you gentlemen leave, just last thing I'd like to ask the man, sir, respectfully, do you acknowledge that you said some things not to be found true today? Do you acknowledge that you now know members of the public can record in here? That's all I ask of you. Okay. Are you willing to apologize that you escalated to the police here? I don't want to file a complaint on you.
Sir, that's my job. I have to. They say to call the police, which they asked me to call the police. I have to do so.
You've done that on your own discretion.
His supervisor told him to call.
What's your supervisor's name?
That I'm not in the discussion with you guys.
Okay. So I'll go ahead with my complaints like I have to.
That's fine.
Have a good day, sir. After you, gentlemen. Have a good day, sir. You learned something new today. Thank you. Yes, ma'am.
Here you are.
Okay, this is not what I'm asking for, but I'll take this.
Okay,
Thank
that's
you.
what I was trying to give you.
Thank you. Your favorite audit them, the one who encourages you to audit them. I am at a regional office of the Department of Finance. I am currently recording only in my body cam, hands free. If it does escalate, I will get another angle with recording with my cell phone. I'm here to file FOIA requests. I'm not interested in talking to any security guards as they have no ability to assist with this type of request. So we'll see how this goes. Hi. Cell phone? Key? Yeah. No, of change. The clipboard? Thank you. Alrighty. We'll file this.
You got scheduled?
Come again?
Scheduled hearing?
Schedule? No.
No?
No.
Just make a line right here for me.
Yeah.
Okay, make a line right
I
here.
gotta use that counter there. Alrighty. Let's see what we got here. File my FOIA request. So here, what we have here is you can see you got hearing room 1, 2, 3, and 4. These are administrative officers, and they have a contract between them and the city of Chicago. So I'm here to obtain that contract by filing a FOIA request. Go ahead and start filing this request here. FOIA request. Records to be. Let me see what current time I have on my watch too. 3:02. I noticed what they added new is that they got the alarm system up at the front. That's brand new. What's the address here, sir?
4,445, sorry.
4,445. 4445.
Yep.
West Pulaski, North Pulaski.
Yeah.
Man, thank you. Okay. FOIA request records to be picked up in person on hard copy paper. 445 North Pulaski. Oh. Between hearing officers and City of Chicago. Roster of all employees working at this location include job duties, titles, salaries, office phone, and office email. Office phone and office email. Office phone and office email, including security, staff, my generated code for pickup is, let me see what date it is. July 27. So 7-27-23F. Okay. Okay, let me see if the employee is there. Let me see if they got an employee there on the side who I can hand this to. Oh, no. Yeah. FOIA request. Yes, ma'am. This needs to be.
Send that over.
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Could I just get a copy for my record?
Copy of what? Of this? Yeah.
Please. Thank you.
Okay, you're gonna have to wait a minute. Let me get you.
Yeah, I'll wait around, ma'am. Sure. What's your first name?
My first name is Carolyn. What is yours?
Thank you. My contact information is on there. FOIA does not require a first name. I'll be waiting here for a copy. Thank you. Carolyn. Two total requests. I specified it on the request there.
I'm asking you because you want all the employees' names.
That is correct. Yep. Roster, office phone, office email, complete detail.
Oh, okay.
Also the contracts, did I include the contracts between the administrative hearing officers?
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to see their contracts.
Okay.
Yes, I'll see that. I always get the zone and I didn't get it this time. I'm gonna get it. No. I don't have time.
There you go, sir.
Thank you. I'll come back here, ma'am, to pick up the response in the next.
Here, you had to go downtown to pick that up. They won't send it there. You
This-
had to go to 400 West Superior to pick that up.
Okay, I'll check back in the next 5 days of compliance.
Right, but I'm gonna explain it
Yeah.
to you. The next 5 days, you had to go downtown to get that. They don't send it here.
Okay.
Anytime you put in a FOIA request, you had to pick it up at 400 West Superior.
State law specifies I could pick up at the public body, yep.
But you won't be able to pick that
This
up.
is the state law. I'll come back in the next 5 days of compliance. Thank you. Okay, beautiful. Well, that was short, simple, and easy. Short, simple, easy, wombo.
Thank you.
Ladies first.
Thank you.
Yep.
Sí, los papeles de venta, ¿no?
Eso está en esa USB.
Alrighty. Anyhow. You guys see how that transaction went down? She was quick. Let me write down her name, Carolyn. I guess they informed them that they could accept FOIAs here. Carolyn. Now, that was good actually, you know? That's how it's supposed to go. Usually the employees start antagonizing the situation and put it on an S show. I never antagonize. I only go in and conduct my business, and it's always shown on video. But you guys know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Leave feedback in the comment section. Now, here's the thing. I'm not sure if they never put on a shit show because I was recording or not. Maybe they did not notice my body cam. I'm sure they did because I saw his eyeballs look at it a few times. But what can we do? You got to take it step by step. Other than that, man, I'll be back in the 5 given days of compliance. Audit them, the one who encourages you too. Audit all them. Plenty love.
What's this? What do you think you're doing? You think you could just come in here and film police officers training?